Hello, my name is Connor, and this is my speech for Flex CTA 103, the me in three, if you will. Going right off right away is a past success that I'm proud of is my time in the U.S. Army. I specialized in finance procurement, so I did a lot of contracting for the DoD, and that pushed me into military intelligence, where I ran money trails, if you will, for lack of a better term, where I looked for shell companies and people who were passing off illegitimate funds to any organizations throughout the world, which eventually led me to special forces operations. During that time, I trained as a combat medic while still doing my normal day to day. And I had to really get out of my shell there and do a lot of public speaking, where when I was doing medical treatment, I had to engage with people who I could never relate to, but I tried my best to. You know, they're coming from war torn areas, and we had to break down a lot of barriers there to try to figure out ways to help them. But I also was in that finance role still as well, so I'd have meetings with guys who've been in for 15, 20 years, and this is all they know, and I had to break down to them the best ways for them to use military funding to help locals, whether it be rebuilding schools, supplying them with water, and a few other things, which kind of led me into a positive attribute that I like to bring up, and that's kind of just my critical thinking, problem solving skills. Um, During that time, I was still very low in the enlisted area, and I had to kind of come up with these solutions that these big wig officers would have to agree with. Where if we didn't do it, they would, detriment local areas of people that we were trying to help benefit. And we had to kind of pick between a very low budget on what we could do to help these people. And that kind of gave me to reference the reading that we just did, the thought leader, if you will, where I eventually became a subject matter expert to this, and I was helping guide people into best ways to run with their current cultural field of the people that we were running with, and how we operated as a unit, if you will. Just the American mentality of money budgeting compared to the local customs, and the best way to put that. And that's also gone into now my private life, where I am now a medical technician for Aurora in the ICU, where I still practice medicine today. And I'm now in charge of physical therapy for them primarily, where I get people who've been in comas for months and I get them walking again. And a lot of that critical thinking still applies to me, where I have to figure out ways to get these people who have not moved a muscle in weeks to eventually walk at home. And that is currently the real goal that I'm working on here and attending UW Flex. Is I'm now stagnant where I am. I want to continue helping my community, help improve these people's lives, but I can't progress any further without continuing education, which I think is a great goal. And hopefully I can continue pushing for this and give back to my community further. Thank you.